Ticker, where we give you your daily dose of what's happening now. Just yesterday, we talked about how it's really important to make sure that you're listening correctly when it comes to social media, that you're listening to the right people and the right content. Something else that we brought up in that episode was it's really important to kind of step out of the box and look at the controversial side of things. Things that are really good content, maybe other people have an opposing view that might be interesting enough to look into.
On Friday, the Business Insider came out with a graph that has made its way across the web over the weekend and, of course, yesterday. And it's a graph that states that Facebook consumption in minutes is skyrocketing, while at the same time, the rest of the web in its entirety is on a decline. Facebook, they say, is up 69% in consumption, while the rest of the web is down 9%. What everybody is screaming is, see, we told you social was huge. We told you that this was going to be a big deal. Now look at what's going on. But it might not be quite what everyone's looking at it through.
We told you that social was huge. We are totally for everybody getting involved in social media, at least in a platform or two, and making sure that they're really developing themselves in it. What this chart doesn't really say is what was that time actually consumed with? Because just because it was posted originally by the Business Insider doesn't mean that that 69% was all an increase in business-related items on social media, such as Facebook, which is the chart. At this point, how do you know that it wasn't Farmville that was consuming up that 69% increase? Or maybe chatting it up with an old friend.
Exactly. That's our first issue. The second issue is that a lot of people are looking at this and going, well, why would I spend money on my real estate website? Why would I spend more money on trying to get more leads into my, my property websites? Well, guys, look, just because Facebook is free does not mean there's no ROI costs, associated with it. You have to look at both the time engagement as well as the opportunity costs of what you could be doing instead of being on Facebook, right? So when you're thinking, well, maybe I won't spend that extra $400 to increase maybe the search engine traffic on my website because social is going crazy. Guys, social is meant to draw that engagement both online as well as offline. It should be a funnel used to get to things like your blog, to get to things like your real estate website. Do not stop doing the things that have gotten you where you're at just because some random chart comes out over the weekend. Be sure to take some time, look at the content, and figure out if it's exactly what it's saying or if maybe it's just kind of smoke and mirrors about what might be going on.
Make sure that you're looking at the full picture, that you really have an idea of what type of content it's offering. This is a perfect example of why you should look at some opposing views, and it's also a perfect example of making sure that you don't get caught up in that static and clutter.
And all
a lot
the
of
hype,
things,
right?
Yeah, everybody gets excited. Oh, it's been retweeted 160 times, so it must be good, and
Exactly.
it must be true.
Anyway, guys, if this is your first time visiting us, be sure to subscribe over on the side. And as always, leave your comments down below. We would love your take on this chart. A lot of people have already given theirs, so we'd love to see what you guys have to say about it.
And you can always follow us on Facebook or check us out on Twitter, and we will see you guys tomorrow.